Hello, I am recording the video and today's topic is ASP.NET configuration. ASP.NET configuration provides functionality for configure an entire server, an ASP.NET application or individual pages in application subdirectories. You can configure feature such as authentication mode, page caching, compiler, options, custom error, debug and trace option and much more. This topic describes how to optimize the security of the configuration feature through best practice when configuring local or remote ASP.NET applications. For more information about securing other feature of ASP.NET, see the information listed in the See Also section. Whereas following coding and configuration best practice can help improve the security of your application. It is important that you continually keep your application server up to date with the latest security update for Microsoft Windows and Microsoft Internet Information Service, as well as any updates for Microsoft SQL Server or other membership data source. Configuration file security. The following table lists the access control list that are set by default on the machine.config file and the root web.config file, both of which are located in the percentile system root percentile microsoft.net slash framework slash version slash config directory. These ACLs are also set on the directory itself, but they include modify permission for the power user group. Securing configuration values. When storing sensitive information in a configuration file for an application, you should encrypt the sensitive value using protect configuration. Information that is especially sensitive includes the encryption keys that are stored in the machine key configuration element and the connection string to a data source that are stored in the connection string. Protecting configuration encryption key containers. A critical aspect of using an encryption key is the protection of the file, also called container, in which the key is stored. One important thing to keep in mind is the level of protection associated with the container. Note that the container is stored in a regular operating system file and access to the encryption key is being regulated by the ACLs on the file. The ACLs can be inherited from the folder where the file is created. Key container with local machine scope are stored in a hidden folder. By default, the user who created the key container will have a full access to the key. Other users, including the administrators group, might not have access to the container depending on the ACL set on the container. Other users can receive access to the container by using the -PA switch of the ASP.NET IIS registration tool. Users trying to encrypt or decrypt with the specified key must have the required permission to access the key container. In some cases, a user that does not have administrative privileges can nonetheless create an encryption key. This can happen if an application requests a configuration encryption when a key does not exist. Note that the container will be created if it does not exist and an encryption operation is executed. In this case, the .NET framework creates the needed key and related container with the ACLs of the current user. The potential problem here is that a user with administrative privileges could be denied access to the encryption key container. Administrator can regain access to the key by taking ownership of the physical file on the folder mentioned above. The suggested guidelines call for a user with administrative privileges to create the needed key before they are used and thus avoid creating them at the time of encryption. Securing configuration in a shared hosting environment. In a shared hosting environment, malicious users can potentially modify configuration setting through direct modification of the configuration files, modification through the configuration APIs and other administration and configuration tools. You can help prevent modification to your application configuration by looking down configuration section. You do this by adding location elements to the machine.config file or to any configuration file that is located higher in the hierarchy than the configuration file that you want to restrict. The location element is used to prevent child configuration files from altering setting. Remote configuration. Remote configuration is disabled by default. When enabled, the user is authenticated at the DCOM level and only local administrators are authorized to read or write configuration data. Custom configuration providers. Regardless of the current user's security token, customer section handler code runs using the credential of the hosting process account. For web scenarios, this is the server/ASP.NET account on Windows 2000 and Windows XP, the network services account on Windows Server 2003 or an explicitly configured user account. For client scenarios, this is the identity of the process that is currently running. The configuration system sets permission before calling a custom configuration section handler, and the call is not trusted in any way by the .NET framework. The call runs with the trust permission of the application. The ASP.NET configuration system trusts the system root /microsoft.net/framework/version/config directory, but it does not trust directories that are located lower in the hierarchy. A custom configuration section handler should set code access security demand attributes to obtain permissions. Holding a file lock on a configuration file. Only multiple attempts to save a configuration file or open a file handle can lock a configuration file. A malicious user might attempt to lock the machine.config file or the root web.config file, but full trust is required to do that and is disabled in ASP.NET by default. Using the configuration API to read arbitrary files. The classes of the configuration API cannot read any directories that are not part of the application domain or any files that do not have .config file name extension. Thank you.